Next on WVUA 23 News, a cold night is in store with temperatures in the 40s. More weather details coming up.
Turning now to the weather, a cooler day here in Tuscaloosa than we have seen recently. Molly Starr is here to let us know if this weather will continue. Molly, good evening.
Kerrigan, good evening. You're right, it was cooler. Some of our counties and cities didn't even reach 70 degrees today, which compared to our mid-80s yesterday felt pretty chilly. We also had some wind coming from the north, which helped bring down cooler air to keep us cooler after that cold front moved through last night. We only saw 71 here in Tuscaloosa, and I am here to tell you that these 70s are going to continue rising throughout the rest of the week, but I'll have more weather details coming up in just a bit longer. Kerrigan? Well, this Sunday already started off a bit chillier, but we'll have temperatures rise each day and back in the 80s for the weekend. I'll have your full forecast after the break. Well, a happy end to the Easter Sunday. Currently from Tuscaloosa, it is pretty chilly out there. We have already dropped 10 degrees from our high, technically 11 degrees, but this northern wind is what's keeping us cooler besides that cold front that moved through. But it's not very much cooler than what our average is. So typically this time of year, we're expecting those low to mid 70s, and that's exactly what we saw today. We were at 71, where our average is 73, not at that record of 89. Now, yesterday we were a bit closer to that back in our mid 80s, but we were a lot drier tonight than we saw moving through last night. Currently nothing on this radar, and that is the story for the week. We are not expecting any rain this week at all. For tonight, though, pretty calm conditions. Definitely going to be cooler, those mid 40s and those northern winds. That's bringing the cold Canadian air down to us. Now, not very strong winds, similar to what we saw throughout the day, about 5 to 10 miles per hour. And these were the temperatures today. Very chilly. Columbus in Mississippi only at 67 degrees, Demopolis 70, but Haleyville, Coleman didn't even reach 65. They maxed out at 64 degrees. Pretty chilly compared to our 84 degrees we saw yesterday for sure. Currently on that climb down, 60 in Linden, Tuscaloosa, and then Jasper, Coleman, and they're back in those low 50s. They got a little bit cooler than what we're going to see. We're looking at those mid 50s or 40s. They might be on that lower side of those 40s, closer to that 40-degree mark itself. What you can expect for tomorrow, we're going to warm up from those mid 40s back into the 70s, very similar to today, except we're not starting off with rain. We're going to see those partly sunny skies all the way through tomorrow, clearing out a bit more clouds as we move into the afternoon. We got the sunshine a lot earlier today than expected, which was great news, especially for Easter Sunday. And we're not on a big roller coaster. We're seeing increments of warming up each day. Now, starting off in the low 70s, hitting those mid 70s, and then by the end of the week, we will be back in those 80s just in time for the weekend. And the best news about all of this, like I said, there's no rain in that forecast. We're seeing those 70s, hitting those 80s, and just seeing lots and lots of sunshine this week. Pretty boring forecast, honestly, but we're going to take that, especially for this time of year. You know, it's severe weather season, it's tornado season, so as we continue through the season, make sure to download our free WVUA 23 app. Keep up to date with weather coverage and updates as well. Search our social media platforms and search Richard Scott, WVUA 23.
When I walked outside this morning, I was a little shocked.
It was a little chilly out there.
It was a little chilly, and I wasn't expecting it, especially not for Easter Sunday.
No, it was kind of nice, actually. Like, I had the windows down. It wasn't humid. That was nice to expect no humidity for once. So.
And I'm excited about the sunny days this weekend. No rain.
Fingers
crossed.
Fingers crossed.
Yes. Thanks, Molly. Turning it over to sports for the Mackenzie Walter. Molly, what's that forecast for the week?
Nice and sunny. We're starting off in the low 70s, quickly warming up to those mid 70s, and by the end of the work week and into next week, we'll be back in those 80s.
Thanks, Molly. That's our report for tonight. We'll be back with you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Good night.